Hey y'all, it's Christine. It's time for day 5 of Junk Journal Round Robin. I have one episode that is ready to be uploaded, and I have, well, not quite ready, recorded. Deep breath. And then today, we're gonna do today. So just some little fun bits. I took apart a game that I wanted the pieces of and it was falling apart. And do you guys remember these? Like you put your Yahtzees in them or your whatever and you like shake it. I love that noise. So I wasn't about to lose the 2 cups. So one has my sparkle pens and one has my fine point nice pens in there. And then a friend sent me some little things and I pulled this out because I thought, oh, how fun. I don't know if it will end up with the Star Wars moment, but I wanted to put them together. And then this, can you see? Thistle Creative Reuse. It's this great place in Denton, Texas. And I love that it's a tarot card, The Crafter. So that just makes me super happy. So I'm gonna put that on my computer probably. So thank you, that was really cool. Today is a high pain day, so I'm a little breathless. I will try to breathe. But I'm here because I usually feel better when I do a little crafting. If I can sit in a chair, which I can sit in a chair today, so we'll take it. Janet Nash, I was watching some quiet, gentle crafting, was making envelopes out of wallpaper. And so I have this wallpaper book, and some of the patterns are, shall we say, not my favorite. But I thought, why not make some envelopes like she suggested? Because I thought they could turn out as really cool bases. Cindy, you have a fancy word for that. What's your fancy word for base? Maybe it will come to me. I was very pleased that this matched up pretty well, that this one matched up. So I think these could be cool. So I'm gonna put these in my place of envelopes. I brought another bin over from, I'm still transitioning where I craft. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Gold paper clips, Rolodex cards, money receipts, picture cards, stuff like that. Old Avery ring tags. So maybe we can use some of those things and I won't feel quite as stuck sometimes. So I'm pretty sure that the brown envelope is from me. And I'm pretty sure this one, I don't know why it's dirty, who knows, is from my family. Oh, one more thing to show you guys. So if you're keeping track, on the Frida and Greta episode, and Molly Brown, I did not use the white lace. And I realized it was because it was just too white for me. It wasn't working for me. So I used some Delusions, I think, spray. It's funny, I don't cough until I get on screen. Or on here, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, what is it? The glitter spray. So I used that for these. So I'm going to hopefully use these soon. And I like it a lot. I used 2 different, like a pink and a purple. And then I also, Cindy got me thinking, because on one of the round robins, I think it was, wasn't it? She dyed some things. Oh, she got a piece of plastic, so she had to dye it. So I tried to alcohol ink these. These are little cards from a Rolodex. So I thought it'd be fun to put, see if we can get this out without making everything go crazy over here. Go nuts. Let's see. I'm not supposed to say that anymore. Without everything fall where it's not supposed to be. How's that for specificity? So I got super lucky at my art resale and got some Rolodex cards. Oh, are these too big? Oh, bummer. They're too big. Okay, well, I won't do that. I was going to put one in here to see what it looked like. Let's see what else we have. Flash card, maybe? I'm curious what they're going to look like with the light shining through. Let's see what we have. I'm afraid it's going to make my fingers a bit sticky. I almost wish, it's a little too big. I can cut it. I almost wish I had trimmed them before I did it, before I did the colors. Ooh, I'm sorry. Mine has gotten loose. Has that happened to anybody else? So before I use it, I have to go and like, sorry about the noise. It won't, I have to like, Oh, that's why the Allen wrench was in. I was organizing and I was like, there's an Allen wrench there, and I don't know why. It was because of that. Okay. I have to tighten it. I haven't used this one as much. So let's just see, shall we, what these look like, and then we'll get started. I get distracted, but I will not apologize because junk journaling is for the distraction for me. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not a super, can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. I'm not a super grungy person, but I'm gonna make y'all, don't look if you get dizzy. I'm gonna make it a little bit straighter. Okay. But that's interesting. Okay. Let's put a few more. I don't love that in there. I have to think about what I want to put in there. Interesting. I'm gonna have to think about what I want to use these for. These, I really don't like how the coloring went. But that doesn't mean we can't layer something on there. So just got my fingers a little mucky, not too bad. That's why we have the fancy paper towel in case they get stuff everywhere. This one actually, I like the pink on this one. Let's borrow. Oh, I see, it already was pink. Okay. Ooh, that one I like. And I kind of like it with this. So we'll put these to the side. And maybe we can use them as bases. I really wish I remembered what the fancy word is for bases. It does seem to come off though, so I'm curious if I will need to seal those or just know that it's a junk journal and there might be messy bits. I don't know. Okay, so let's get to today's. Shall we, shall we? What is this? That's cute. A pom-pom pouring bag. Okay, you're cute. Already I want to make it a shaker. Already I'm liking the lace. Okay, well, let's just think. I mean, be patient or, you know, what have you. Okay, I don't love this envelope, but that doesn't mean I can't use it for something because it is very, whoops. It's got a nice lining in it. So part of me says like, build up some kind of tag around it because it's already lined. So we'll think about that. Don't know why that's dirty. I think that's the one I chose. Let's see if maybe I can tell if this is from my family or not. No, they must have chosen Pom Pom Pour and this is mine. Oh, okay. Self. I think I gave this to myself. It is, in this envelope, the cover of a book. I must have decided I could not throw. Oh. Okay. I was going to say I really don't want to deal with it because I don't like it, but then I turned it this way and I already like it more. Okay. Think, think, think. I did happen to put some pages. I swear I didn't plan this. I was looking, like reorganizing and stuff. And so I have some pages. Oh, that's pretty. From an old crafting book from the 70s, clearly. Is it cheating to just make another book? Because this is like yummy. I wish these weren't sideways because I was thinking I could do this as a cover because I love that. I really like that. I mean, it's like almost perfect. It's a little bit too small. Okay, it's not perfect. So we'll see what else we can do. Random ring. Okay, or we could use the envelope. I don't mind the envelope either. It's just the outside. I do want to cover up this, which I'm glad I brought. Excuse the dust. Use that and I could stamp it. I love how everything is just a little bit too short. You know what? It wouldn't be too short though if I show that exposed spine. So let's cut this, let's open this up. I don't know where my letter opener is. I had a really good one. And in the cleaning of things, I have hidden it from myself. Okay. So this dirty bit we're gonna get rid of because I live in a place, I mean, I guess everywhere has bugs, right? But I'm just not interested in, if I know there's already grease on a bag or something, I'm not gonna use it. Okay, so I guess I could keep this bit in case I need to use it. Okay, we are going to use, you and me together, because you're hanging out with me, thank you. We're going to use this bit. I'm going to take this bit off as neatly as possible. I'm going to cut this in half with this grumpy little friend here. Trouble, am I allowed to ask if you had trouble with the Tim Holtz thing, or is that like sacrilegious? Sometimes I have trouble getting things like actually straight and even. It's really frustrating to me, especially with this one. I mean, I guess it could just be like, you know, sometimes things go wrong at the factory and they get a little weird. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want this all covered. So I'm gonna mark it with a pencil. This is this one. All right, now we'll use the aforementioned cutter again. Use that again. Question also for you intrepid crafters who've done this a long time: how do you store your cutters? Right now they are, I don't like how they're stored. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. It's just, well, I will. It's a miniature Target shopping cart from back in the day when my kiddo had anyway. And so like I have 2 cutters sticking up in the cart and then the other 2 on the bottom, and I just, especially in light of what's happening with Target, anyway, I would like to do it differently. So if you have some grand idea, please tell me. So, you know what I think I should do before I do this is Posca pen this mess. Okay, so I really don't want this design showing, which means I'm gonna have to pause and go to Pom Pom Purin for a minute, which is not gonna hurt my feelings because he's just a cutie. I wish they would. Are y'all Sanrio people? I wish, because I'm like Sanrio from high school when they actually had a store. Those were better times. They were not better times in many ways, but anyway, you know what I'm saying, the expression. They had a little guy, a little girl, a little folk called Peepo, and he was a piggy. Oh, I love Peepo. And he is not available anymore, and he is my favorite. And I have looked online, like on eBay and stuff, and I've told myself I will not pay those prices to get the same like pencil box that I had when I was, 10. But oh, I love Peepo. But my second favorite, if I can't have Peepo, I think Pom Pom Purin is just a delight. I think he's so cute. Just a cutie. Let's see, which reminds me, I have Pom Pom Purin stickers somewhere. Let's think about this. What if we made a Sanrio journal, y'all, just for funsies? Like just a cute Pom Pom Purin journal. Why not? Let's combat bleakness with some cute, eh? Okay, so with that in mind, do I want to use the brown? Well, let's look at, I'm almost positive because that's the good thing about cleaning, right? Is you touch things that you haven't touched in forever and you remember what you have. So let's look at these stickers I have. Oh, I wish this person took a break. Oh my gosh, why can I not remember who they are? Clever Cove. They took a break to do some other things, and I love their stickers so much. There he is, there he is, there he is, Pom Pom Purin. Oh, love that too. Just one more page, y'all. Okay. Okay, so I have a king and I have a dapper dude. And that's my kind of king, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the land of cuteness where everyone knows his name and everyone has enough to eat, a place to live, and a sweet in their hand. That is my kind of kingdom. Okay, so what if we make some kind of Pom Pom Purin thing? It feels so silly to me, but like, why not go with silly? What if we made, I was gonna say, what if he's a shaker? He's just cute. So I think this little guy is gonna go on here, and this little guy is gonna go on here in some way. I don't know if I can commit to a whole Pom Pom Purin journal because I don't know what else I would do in it. So I think he's gonna stay over here and be his own. What if he was a tiny journal in the bag, y'all? In the bag. If I like cut it so it fit in there. This is an old thing I have laying around. Again, the benefits of cleaning up. I also have over here, I'll show you. This is how I stay so scattered. I want to make these into books. These are, I'll show you. Oh, these are some snippet fabric things I made, and I wasn't feeling them. But now I'm thinking, what if we used one of these as the cover? Because then I was thinking we could make, because these are these little tiny books, I kept the leave-ins, if you will. But what if we put a tiny Pom Pom Purin book in here too? That's a little, I think I'd rather cut this one down. Okay. I feel like this is unfair because if you're just starting out in junk journaling, you might be like, where is she getting all this stuff? And it's from my very messy living room. That's where it's from. I have been totally high fidelitying my my bookshelves. I have a couple bookshelves that I really love. My living room's messy. Okay. This might be really, really, really cute. You guys. It's so funny because I was so over these. Like I just wasn't feeling them. And now I'm kind of in love. And Pom Pom, okay, they're still wet. Oopsie. And Pom Pom Purin's going to be on there. Posca actually dries very quickly. I don't want to do that to you guys, your eyes. So while that's still drying, and then we're gonna have to do the other side. We'll have to figure that out. While it's still drying, let's make a book that fits. Let's make this fit, shall we? So I think if I just, I mean, I might just have to get more Pom Pom Purin stickers, you know, because sometimes you just have to. All right. Speaking of, I heard a rumor that there might be another mini-sew opening up semi-close-ish, or at least closer to where I live, and there might have been squealing in the car. I like that. He's going to be a little mini-sew guy. I mean, a little Pom Pom Purin guy. I know I'm not mixing up Sanrio and mini-sew, but I think mini-sew sells Sanrio, correct? This is like a parallelogram square moment. All right. Come on, dry, my friend, so that we can do the other side. I guess I could just glue it down because I know I want to glue it down. Hope for the best. Do I want to ink that? Do I, friends? I think I do. Actually have a place for these, but I don't want to reach around backwards right now. Okay, so I'm gonna use these and something else. I just think they have a cool look to them. I have a place kind of in the front here where I had some, but now I don't even know if you can see it. Where I had some long scraps. Okay, since this was a little bit small on all edges, if I remember correctly, I'm just going to trace this. Ooh, I may have to give it a pause tonight. The pain is trying to come back. Let's see. It'll get worse again. All right. We're gonna cut this. How we use the cutter? Maybe it's because I'm bending over. Okay. I'm trying to think of things to talk about. I don't know what I have to talk about today. I accidentally got the wrong beauty product, and it turned out to be, like, as Bob Ross would say, a happy little accident, because yeah, that's better. It's actually too big. The stuff I got, which I didn't realize was the wrong thing until I was in the shower, is actually perfecto. It's much better than what I thought I was getting. Sounds kind of fun. I mean, not very exciting, but we take our excitement where we can get it, right? And what else? I don't got, there's just not a lot I have to say today, friends, which also tells you that I'm not feeling great. Let's see. I may stop soon. Just take a rest. Okay, so there's one. Let's make sure it fits. My husband tried, oh, see, I should have measured twice, cut once. We're just gonna go with it, and then if we have to, like, mess with it, we can mess with it later. Which does mean, this is making the measurers in the crowd a little bit uncomfortable. If you are a precise measurer, this might not be the channel for you. Okay. Because this is where I come to just mess around. I also feel scattered. Like I've said, like 3 different ideas for this Pom Pom Pourin journal. I think they're going to be separate. I think one's going to be a crafty journal, and one's going to be a little Pom Pom Pourin packet. That's a cute thing to say, too. Pom Pom Pourin packet. Okay. See if we can glue this on now, or if it's still in the damp zone. I think it's dry, but we will put this under anyway. Okay. Said I don't mind. Nice. Let's glue this in place. I probably will put some kind of something to do the binding in there. All right. On this side. Do it. You might be able to hear the air conditioning going on and off. It has been a very hot November here. It's 85 today, I think, which even for here is icky. Okay, it worked, it worked, it worked. Yay. Okay, let's see. Okay, yes, something magically appeared. Both my cup of tea and one of my favorite mugs from Big Bend National Park. One of my favorite places to go. It's one of the last dark sky places on the planet. And this mug, I'm not sure how you can see it without me pouring it on myself, but it actually looks like Big Bend because they have like, well, there's the mountains and the desert, but there's cliffs and there's the blue sky, or buttes actually, and then the ground. Used to be an alluvial plain. Okay, so what I found, which means it used to be ocean, the ocean bottom. Sorry if you hear sirens. I live in a big city. So hopefully I can use one of these hairbands, also thrifted but washed. No worries. I mean, don't worry. Hopefully this is actually dry now. Wow, there's like this little bit of it that is just It's like, you said Posca dries quickly. I'm going to prove you wrong. Okay. So, let's see what color. I've decided I'm going to do these separately, by the way. We're going to have our little pom-pom pour in moment, and we're going to have this book, because I like that. And then I'm not going to let everything get too out of hand. Just going to let it be simple. So I like these colors. I don't know how many pages it's going to have. Of course, part of me wants to just do black because I want to show, because I want to show off that binding. I said I want to do black, and then I pull out the neon. Okay, let's do orange, because, can you see what I'm looking at? This is kind of a 70s book, and these are going to be the pages. So let's do an orange. How many different times can I change my mind? All right. Ouch. Here, hopefully this will be loose enough. Yes, just right. So I'm going to say my lovely pen pal Liz showed me this, to use these hair bands as just a quick way to do a binding on a book, because this is clearly an art journal. Well, it is to me. So we're going to do all of these. I'm pretty sure I put some, did I check to see if this fit? Yes. Not yes, I checked, but yes, it fits, because I don't think I checked. I like to leave the edges in the binding, like this kind of stuff. I know probably not everybody does. In this particular one, for sure, I like it. And I'm sorry, on the camera. So over here, I did put some paper the other day. Oh, I bent some. Oh well. This is from, this was coffee dyed, maybe? Because I would like to intersperse it. So it's going to be a very junky junk journal. It looks like it's going to be too long to me. But I can always use my decal cutter, y'all. Okay. Although this one I would like to fold in, just for some variety. I do hate to lose that edge. We're going to pretend I folded it right the first time. You know, part of why I'm probably so relaxed is I did have very strict art, well, I had one very strict art teacher. I can't remember if I've told this story online before. Oh, look how it must have ripped there. And we used to watch Bob Ross. It was 5th grade. We watched Bob Ross. We had this school where they, all the windows were like up high, like a prison or something. It was awful. So you didn't really see out of them anyway, but she would turn off the lights and open those windows. And then, I'm gonna leave these long and fold them in. And then she would turn on Bob Ross, and it was like, wow, talk about Bob Dylan, Shelter from the Storm, man. Guy Clark, Coat from the Cold. How's that for a bunch of music references? Can you tell I've been reading a book about music? And, but then she would, she had us unroll all our crayons, not like take the wrappers off, which like that upset me greatly. And then he would be, you know, Bob Ross is doing his thing. And I want to say, sorry, I'm trying to put this spoon somewhere. And I want to say it was like Prussian blue or something. And Prussian blue, we were like, okay, I guess. And we're like, what color is Prussian blue? And she'd be like, what did she say? He just said what color it was. And we're like, and we have Crayolas. So anyway, so maybe that's part of why with this hobby, I love to just be like, just so laissez-faire and doing my thing. And I'm like, I make up the Prussian blue. But even that grumpy art teacher, who I can still remember what she looks like, she could not ruin Bob Ross. Those were some of the most peaceful memories I have from 5th grade of just doing these little paintings They're funny to look at now. They're like about this big, and we had to use the side of our crayon, you know, to shade it so it would look like it was a paintbrush. Anyway, odd. And then I had 9th grade art. And that class was just wild. We would get assignments, and then we would just sit and do the assignments and talk the whole time. And that art teacher, trigger warning, just randomly died in the middle of the year. So that was startling, but he was so quiet that like I hate to say this, we were awful, you know, we're just kids. We were kind of like, oh, he's gone, okay. So then we got a new art teacher who I don't even remember. They must have existed, but can't remember them. Okay, still totally great to be in art. I do like art classes, even when the teachers are nutty, but I prefer to be able to do my own thing. So I did notice there was a table of contents in here, but I didn't like quite as much. Oh, I do like that though, because I'm 1 page over, under, depending on how you want to look at it. You see what I mean? See what I mean? So these are just, I don't want to say just, cleverly, I'm going to put these pages in here. And we have got from a, oh my gosh, now the word just left me, collage board. From a collage board, now we have a little book. And I could totally, you know what I could do? It's got pockets. I could add pockets in here. Pockets. Okay. And then we'll make our little pom-pom pour and shaker, and we will be good to go for day 5. I'm on day 5. It's like the 17th here, the 18th. I don't know. I keep forgetting what day it is today, which is its own luxury, I guess. And so I will probably not make it through all of my envelopes, but maybe it'll be like junk journal. She's still doing it in December. We'll see. I haven't done it. I would love to watch ephemera, however they say it. Louisa and Barbara of 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Hensel's channel. They're really fun. If you don't know about ephemera, you should check them out because they're a trip. But I don't usually try to do what they do because it's like, I feel like it's like art 705, like not even 101 or 202. Anyway, it's beyond my skill level and even beyond my supply level, which is fine. Like I don't have the kind of supplies they do, but it is really fun to watch them, and they're delightful, and they make a journal for each other and they give it to each other, and they get all teary because they know each other well. They've become really good friends, and they do it for people because they know that a lot of people, unfortunately, can get quite lonely in December. I think a lot of us have ideas about what holidays should look like, and sometimes our lives, due to lots of factors, might not end up looking like that. So that's one of the things they do. So that'll be fun. So I may just continue on with my junk journal. I'll find out from the goddesses of junk journal, Shell, Cindy, and Mary Ellen, if I'm allowed to keep going, and maybe I just won't tag them. I don't know. Okay, first I can kind of hear them being like, of course you can keep going. Because I'm just enjoying getting done what I can get done. November was, oh dear. Okay, I'm kind of giggling because this one, I swear to you, my husband was messing with this at the dining room table, and I was teasing him about it, and now it like won't open. Okay. All right. But we will not blame him for my problems with Fabri-Tac, will we? Okay, so this is drying. This, I don't know if I'm using still. This may go in the, the stash. My little pom-pom pouring friend, so cute. Why are you so cute? He's gonna be a little booklet, so I'll need some little paper for him. I don't know what kind of paper he's gonna be. I'm gonna have to grab some paper and probably something for the cover. All right, so I will give me just a second. Hey y'all, I'm back, and I got some paper. So I got these kind of really, they're not quite right because I was in the dark, but they're cute. These are paint sample papers, and I got a tag because I thought maybe I would put these little friends on a tag, and I think I have another one over here. Maybe, do we? We do. I like it. We may have to switch out for a cuter, more whimsical bow here. I like these two little guys. They're cute. You know what? Okay. The other thing I was thinking, I also found this in my stash. I just used a Pipstick sticker from something I got in Pipsticks, and I made a tiny little book. So I thought it might be fun to put both books in here. But I was also thinking of putting something here to make it very bright. So we have left over some of this, because I really want him to stand out, because he's just adorable. And I was thinking of making him on the back glittery, but what if, y'all, I made this, between Cindy at Studio Lou and her fabric words, y'all, her fabric tag she's been baking, and just have, she's making these like really elaborate ones. And then Tracing Retro has just been making some really pretty covered tags and stuff, and I have some of this fabric that I don't want to use for like a whole journal, or I just have a little bit, and so I made an envelope with this tonight. And I came over here and I thought, well, you're cute right here, pom-pom-porin, but again, I want him to stand out. So actually, I think I like the brown on the back. Let's try this, y'all. And these are the papers I brought too. For the notebook, I brought some ledger paper. And then I thought, well, what about some pink paper too? I like that. Anything we don't like, we'll stick in our notebook. Okay, so let's just trace him with a pencil. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. So I don't think we're gonna stick, we might stick sparkles in him, which means I have to get up. So let's pretend, let's just pretend. Let's pretend these are sparkles, okay, y'all? Do we like, you can't even see them. They're not shiny. Let me try some shiny sparkles. Well, you know, shiny sparkles. Here. I'm rummaging in my buttons. Let's see, look at the buttons. See if we can get a sparkly one. And does it? It doesn't even really show unless you're on the back. So I say we just attach this little guy, because I've been thinking about this because it's been a while since I touched this video. And I don't want to cut it here. I hope this isn't too shiny. I'm gonna start singing a song, shiny, because I don't want to cut them off. So I think I'm just gonna close them up. What happens if we put our secret journals in here? And we make it white. Do you like that? Do not like that. Okay. I'm just going to close him up. That way, whatever journal he lands in, which will probably be one of the, like the journals we have for a family that are each of us, he can be a little secret. Like I won't close him forever, so somebody else can put something in him later. I'm going to attach this, and oh, he's cute. And I'm going to attach him here. So he'll be a tuck spot. Maybe we could put the journal there. And then later somebody can put something in there. I like that. That makes me happy. So we're going to use Fabri-Tac, I guess. Let's do the brown first. Button, who's got the button? In this case, button is glue stick. Okay. I have another alarm that's going to go off in a minute to remember to do something. So let's see if we can get done before the alarm. You heard that. Bless you. That was my darling husband who sneezes very loudly. Who was it? Was it? Oh, it was the comedian. What? She a comedian? She is, but oh my gosh, now her name's gonna totally leave me. They are Australian. And Hannah Gadsby. It came. Oh my gosh, it came from like the right lower quadrant in like section 426 of my brain. Hannah Gadsby said that. I think it was her. She said that she has to like be like, oh, isn't it an exciting ride to be with my partner? Because noises like that just scare the tar out of her. Let's see if it works with this. So sometimes I have to be like, whoo, that sneeze, wasn't that like a roller coaster? Because it's so loud. And it startles me, and my poor body thinks we need to start running from the tigers. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. And I hope it's okay that I pulled in something from my stash because I just made this and it makes me really happy. I was thinking I have so many craft envelopes. I don't know if I brought any of the other envelopes over here. I think I took one up and put it in my journal because I liked it so much. Crane envelopes are also really substantial. I'm sure I've seen someone else do this. So if it's you, raise your hand and I will give you all the credit. So I just took the envelopes apart, glue sticked the fabric on, and yeah, they make these pretty little envelopes, and I think they'd be great in journals too as like, I guess it's time to take the clips off, put them where they actually go. Look at me cleaning up as I go. Okay, I'm feeling much better tonight. Okay, let's see. So like this could just be, not just, but you know, tucked in like this. As a pretty little flip out too. Like it a lot. Okay, my little friend, I think, now this I will fabric tack down. Okay, check and make sure that that is the correct direction. Get those clamps back out. Okay, yeah, put that here, glue stick cover here. Oh, I'm in love. This is when I'm glad I just wait, because sometimes I think, oh, I need to finish it up, and I think I don't need to do anything here. I just, if anything, I need to enjoy myself. So I didn't end up using these. They just weren't, could be the vibe. I need to figure out how to set them. I'll go to Texas Art Supply, which is an independent art store here, and I'll ask them for some help. Okay, so let's decide what we're gonna put in our little mini book. I think because there's fun colors in here, I think we should put some of these colors in. And I always love to have a whole, because then you just get like different variances of the color. So let's grab, excuse me, let's grab our cranky cutter. I guess I could measure. Oh, I hate measuring. So it's about, you guys are like, it's not really measuring. Like 2 7/8, let's say. Should we guess? Let's see. 2 and, okay, 2 3/4-ish. Not bad. I'm thinking a little less than 2 3/4 long. But if we want it to be a page, we want to double that, right? So that's 3/4, 3/4 is 1 2/4, 1 1/2. Y'all, I can do math. I'm tired. And I don't feel like cutting a million times. So I'm probably moving my camera. I'm sorry, because I'm grabbing this. Okay, I'm gonna do it in my head. So 2 1/2 plus the 3. No, 1 1/2 plus the 3 is 5. But with another 3, it's 8. Is that right? That's smaller than 8. Everybody scream if you want about my math. I try to push myself with mental math, especially when my brain is... No, because I added it twice. So the first one was only 2 3/4. So it was 2 3/4 plus 2 3/4, which is 3/4 is 1 is 1 1/2. 2 and 2 is 5 1/2. Okay, I added an extra side in there. We were making a little triptych moment there. See, I know the words. It's the numbers that I feel insecure about when really I can do them if I take my time and breathe. Okay, so 5 1/2. Ooh, that'll be nice. We're gonna get, it looks like we're gonna get, we'll get 2 holes out of it. So this other one at 5 1/2 while I'm still thinking about it. You know what? Mary Ellen gives herself a gift, and that is she writes it down. And so because I'm super visual, that's 5 1/2. I really like these colors, so I'm gonna pop these colors in this book too. And then to measure the side of it, which I could have done before, it is 4. So I'll do like just under 4 so it doesn't stick out. Ooh. Also, Cindy, I saw you in one of your videos. She had her arm like under the cutter. I almost had a little fainting fit, but she never actually cuts herself, so it's all good. Yay. Okay, so let's put one of these sheets in just for color. What did I say? Just under. Yeah, it'll work well. Okay, let's see. My alarm again. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this like a pocket too. That's fun. So we'll do that and then 5.5 again. All right. So that is now pocket page. And that's almost a perfect pocket. Wow, okay, we like this. Let's do 2 pocket pages, because why not? All right, this Pom Pom Purin book is gonna be adorable. Let's save these 2 pages for this journal, just for some interest. These 2, and that means we can pull back out this one that I wasn't sure I was going to use. That can, you know what? That's going to be the first page, contents. Hee hee. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 of these pages. This I am going to use the bone folder for. I call that my abracadabra hand. Where is my tool? And you know what? It usually shows up when I do my abracadabra hand. Does not like that. Something to note for the future. I wish I'd backed it first, but that's okay. I can do some arting on there. This is not a super big book, so let's see. So let's do it this way and say this way, because otherwise you're gonna get 2 holes. So this hole, see, so then you get a little bit of the color from here, and then here you'll get a little bit of the color from here. That's a lot of green. I think we need to pull in the pink, friends. That's what I think. And we'll need to trim this just a little. The pink, I think. It goes in quite nicely overall. It got a little chunky, which seems to happen with every book that I do. I could do 2 signatures, right? And 2 signatures in this tiny book. Or I could use my deco cutter. Let's do it. So just a thought. I'm thinking about how we're gonna close this little friend. I want it to go, I want it to go in here, right? It's gonna be big, but it's gonna be cute. Or I could put these little tags in here, but then I don't like the black. I know I have other tags in here, so no excuses. Let's get it finished. Watch me go. Okay. And here I need to put like a little, I don't know, it's a junk journal. He's cute. He's dancing on the mini composition book. Of course he is, because he's jaunty. Oh, Pom Pom Purin. Okay. All right. How do I want to, kind of want to staple it. I don't want to sew this. I cannot sew this tonight. My hands will not let me. So we're gonna clamp this little friend tonight. Let it get very flat. Should I use this one? Okay. Those are extra. They go in a little extra spot. Oh, we also have this little book. Little Pipsticks book we'll put inside somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Actually, I want this to dangle from this because that's how I am. Somebody's old enough where he make a plan and he follow through. Da, 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 da. So there's your pop culture quiz for the night. And no judgments about why I know that song. Okay. But now you're curious though. Let's see. We're gonna make I like it, it's cute. But I also just like a little ribbon. So don't make them too thick. Let's see. Yeah, someone at my craft reuse donated like all these little colors. And I didn't take all the colors, but I took the colors I thought I would use. But I want this to be really, really small. There's some of my, what do we call those, that I keep in a mustard jar because it's just too cute of a mustard jar. I do recommend, however, if you're going to use things like mustard jars, that you put them through the dishwasher at least once to really get the smell out. Unless you just, you know, want a mustard book moment, I guess. But that is not on my bingo card of things I want. So, how big is that? Yeah, it's gonna be bigger than that. So we're gonna put that little friend in here. I love how I'm like, I'm just gonna finish this up real quickly. But you know what? Maybe this is real quickly for me. Okay. And then we'll put a little one. I think it needs to be like pink or cute, but in case, I guess, we want to change this, we'll do this one in black too. Although this one needs to be in the back of the book, right? Like, I don't want it to hang that way. That's going to bother me. Maybe like a rubber band, string, paper clip. Wow, somebody just went racing down the street. Okay, fascinator. Take me away. Wow, that wasn't even hard, y'all. That was not even hard. You're not really gonna be able to open the book much, but that's okay. I like the idea. Okay. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. You wanna write a secret message in there? You can write a secret message in there. Okay, oh, and we need to do one here for his little moment. I have a cute red one. What about red? Would stand out. I get these when they're on sale or when I can thrift them. It's very rare that I buy these. And actually the reason why I don't buy them is kind of silly. Oh, I wish I'd used those tiny ones. It's because I'm always afraid I'm gonna order the wrong size, as you just saw with my measuring. I get overwhelmed. And I can't remember what sizes I need. And then I feel bad about myself, and then I'm like, wait, that's not the whole point of this craft, this art. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, I like it. Okay, so we'll put away these supplies for now. I also have these. If anyone has ideas for how to use these, please let me know, because I find them challenging. Nice, I toss that. All right, now we need to put the pages in, and then we are finito dunzo. I'm going to do that little stapling trick again because I am tired. If my stapler is over here, what do you think, y'all? You think it's over here? Take bets. I bet it is, but I can't see it. Real talk, my wrists hurt. So we're just gonna have, that's just gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to imagine it. But I will put this on here because I think it's cute. A gold one, you think, for my, I don't even want to call him a king. Benevolent little guy. It's gonna be so cute though. What if I did the same thing? Of course, I have to double it up a lot. I was gonna say, what if I did the same thing with the elastic bands? Okay, leaving it alone. That's gonna be cute. That is very cute. I am pleased. Okay, and when I saw this in my stash, I sometimes would be like, what in the world am I do with that? You know, and I may just have to go get some more pom-poms and purring stickers. Okay, so we've made this very cute thing, which I'll probably have to glue again. So this is a little tuck spot. We've made this to eventually maybe tuck in here. Oh, I love how he's peeking out around the corner with a secret spot for journaling for someday. We'll leave this on all night because it's fabric and plastic and yeah. Leave this on to make it easier in the morning, afternoon, whenever I get to it. To squish it. I'm probably gonna do some kind of twine. And I think oh, almost done. These, I did notice, I've got this extra paper from something we cut, maybe the envelope? How do you say it where you're from? Envelope or envelope? Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, I try to make this like a cute little X to act like I was, you know, being fancy. Which I don't always do. I didn't do it right here. Okay, so these are I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put one tag in and one tag in for now. You know what, y'all? I didn't use any of those faces I said I was gonna use. We're gonna stick one in somewhere. Okay, so here's table of contents. I did notice as I use this, it's so loose. I think I can do it twice. So let's first put the table of contents in there. I like that. You know, this is chaotic for a minute, but it'll be okay. We'll put a piece of pink in here. Because I like the pink with the paper clip. I wish you guys could see it. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it on the camera. Okay, so that's that. We'll put in the extra pink here for interest. Let's put it with the company name outward. Anytime I see like an old notepad like this, it's some old company, maybe it's still a company, I don't even know. I like to add that coffee diet, mess with it. Goes in there. I want this one to go here. See if I like it, if it covers it up, because I don't want to cover up the coffee, but yeah, I like it, love it. Okay, so now another clip. I have lots of clips, you can't tell. We are going to put a person in here somewhere, and I don't know where. I am going to see if this works. Let's see. Egads. I've heard from people these stretch out over time anyway, so it's probably better to go with it tight. Oh, so if I do it this way, though, I can also make 2 signatures. I could drag this out so long, y'all. Ish. I don't even know what to say about what I just did, but it made sense in my head. I think I wanted the magazine pages to be out. I want that sort of mix of colors within. I wanted to have one of those little super easy pockets I made with the leftovers from my envelope. Oh, I love this a lot. Love it a lot. Okay, but I also wanted to use my little person. So let's pick one person and we're just gonna stick them on there. Ooh, that went crazy, didn't it? I am not gonna seal this. So in theory, we could come back and like pop it back open, I think, and get to it. Oh, I like you. She's got something to say. Okay. Let's find some words or a tag or something. Tags, words, where are you? Words, you have like 7 seconds for me to find you before I just move on. Of course, I got distracted. Y'all, see, this is the good stuff, right? Like, I don't have other things I need to be doing. I like that. Okay. Oh! I'm so female-centric. I think this was supposed to be this gentleman, but I like the girl on the back better. So, there, it's my journal. All right. I've got to find my tweezers because this mat's sticky, or put down a new mat. One of the two. I think I just undid the whole, like, I can switch it out moment, but it's okay. So now we need 2 more friends. I gotta wrap this up. Well, this cover just got even more interesting to me just by saying I'm using my supplies. Of course, this makes me want to check the back of the dudes' heads now to see if they had interesting people. Oh, they're front and back. Oh, I like him. Oh, he's got some of his face cut off. That's too bad. Oh, I like her. I think she's supposed to be a guy too. Oh, she's a girl. I like her. I wonder if Gwen is screaming at me now. Like, I didn't do I picked these faces carefully and now you're flipping them over. Her. Got to wind this up. It's time to go to bed at my house. Let's do her. Let's do blonde and do that all. Okay. Oh, they have like the same. I'm sure they were told to wear the same thing, but she's got part of her. I don't care if she's got part of her head cut. I like her. Okay. No, her. Okay, this is ridiculous in the best way. Putting away the faces. I know Gwen spent a lot of time cutting them, so it's very important that I pick just the right ones. Okay, so we're gonna put her. How close is she? She's like right on top. Here. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm in love with this now. I liked it before, you know, it was fine. But now I am in love. And I don't know, like, this beginning of this video feels about 10 years old to me now. I was talking about how I almost got rid of these. Yes, I almost got rid of these collage boards I sewed because I was just like, I just not feeling them. No, I'm glad I didn't. It's all about the layers, I guess. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that noise. Okay. Yes, perfecto. We are watching a new mystery show from Spain. It's very fun to hear how the accent in Spanish is a bit, well, quite different. It's very good. Takes place in the mountains. Very much enjoying it. It's called The Crystal Cuckoo. It's on Netflix. My husband and I really like watching foreign mysteries because it's a way to travel without, if you can't leave your house right away. Okay, so we got this ready. I'm excited, y'all. This turned out really cute. So we've got our book. It will stay together. I will have to bind him later. You'll just have to trust me. I feel right now like I want to finish, but it's time to rest. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This was day 5. Can't wait to see you again on day 6. Take good care. Much love.